The heavens just shifted. A portal has opened in the unseen realm, and its frequencies are vibrating through your very soul. You can feel it. Something is about to break forth. Few will ever know this secret, but you are not like the rest. Your love destiny is no longer delayed. Cycles of waiting are collapsing. The seal of divine timing has been unlocked. This is not chance. This is prophecy. I declare to you now, you are the chosen one. And what has been written in the stars for your heart is about to manifest. Before I reveal the hidden codes of your love destiny, you must seal this moment. Nothing in the spirit realm is activated without agreement. Your agreement is the key that unlocks the frequency of union. Comment these words right now. I receive. When you do, it becomes a prophetic act, a divine signature written across the portals of your destiny. And as you subscribe, you are not just joining a channel, you are stepping into alignment with the frequency of love itself. This is not routine, this is covenant. Seal it now, and heaven will honor your action. You have always known you were different. From your earliest days, something in your spirit whispered that you were not meant to walk the path of the ordinary. Others may have chased shallow connections, fleeting affections, and temporary bonds. But you could never rest in that. Your soul longed for something deeper, something eternal, something that could not be explained by chance or human logic. Yes, you have been misunderstood. People questioned why you did not settle. They mocked your standards. They laughed at your longing. They even tried to convince you that your expectations were too high. But your difference was never a weakness. It was the signature of heaven. Stamped upon your being. The ache you carry is not an accident. The loneliness you have felt is not punishment. These are signs, holy marks, that you have been chosen to carry a love story unlike the rest. You are not simply waiting for love. You are being prepared to birth a union that carries weight in the unseen world. Your love will not be ordinary because your calling is not ordinary. Your path has been set apart because your union carries generational impact. It will break curses, shift lineages, and release blessings that ripple into the future. The love written for you is a covenant, not a compromise. It is divine design, not human desire. This is why you could never fit in where others settled. This is why your heart has felt the fire of longing. You are marked, sealed, and destined. And soon, the very thing your soul has cried out for will stand before you as living prophecy. You may wonder why your emotions rise like sudden waves, crashing without warning. One moment, you feel peace, and the next, an unexplainable ache surges within you. These emotional tides are not random. They are signals, frequencies shifting, aligning you with the one written for you. Each tear, each surge of joy, each restless night is a code being activated inside your spirit. There have also been seasons of isolation. You looked around and realized the room emptied. Friendships faded and connections dissolved. Do not despise the silence. It was never abandonment. It was divine separation, pulling you away from noise so you could hear the whispers of heaven preparing your heart. Have you noticed the dreams? The glimpses of a face, the sense of walking beside someone you have not yet met, the warmth of a hand in visions of night? These are not fantasies. These are previews, prophetic dreams carrying the imprint of your destined partner. And deep within you, there is a fire that refuses to die, an inner flame that longs for connection, not for casual touch, but for sacred covenant. That fire is the frequency of union calling you forward. These are not burdens, they are preparations. Every emotional wave, every lonely silence, every dream, every fire is the unseen work of heaven, tuning your spirit to the exact vibration of your destined love. You are being prepared, refined, aligned. The transformation has already begun. You may ask, why now? Why not years ago, when I cried for it? Why not in the seasons I begged for love to come? Hear me clearly, because heaven works by codes, by timings, by alignments hidden from ordinary eyes. What felt like delay was never denial. It was divine. Calculation. The stars above have shifted. Planetary alignments echo what heaven has already decreed. Portals that were once sealed are now swinging open. Cycles that held you in waiting have been broken. You are standing in a season that prophets call the appointed time. Every divine love story is sealed in the scrolls of eternity, and yours has just been unsealed. The frequency of union is resonating louder than ever, drawing your soul, and the soul of your counterpart closer with every passing day. Do not mistake the silence of yesterday for abandonment. It was divine coding, synchronizing your heart with the precise hour when heaven's will would be fulfilled. The pieces had to align. Your spirit had to be refined. The other heart had to be awakened. And now, the seals are broken. The delays are expired. The hourglass of waiting has been turned upside down. Heaven has set the appointment. This is not random. This is the exact moment written before time began. You are standing in the birthing room of your divine love. You have walked through valleys no one else could see. Loneliness became your companion. Betrayal pierced you like a hidden dagger. Rejection burned through your soul, and fear whispered that perhaps love was never meant for you. But hear me now, none of it was wasted. Every wound was a sacred classroom, every heartbreak a holy refining fire. Loneliness was not punishment, it was consecration. In the silence, your spirit learned to crave what was real, not what was temporary. In betrayal, heaven revealed who could never walk with you into your destiny. In rejection, you were stripped of false approval, so that when divine love comes, you will not confuse imitation with authenticity. Even fear, though it sought to choke you, became the training ground for courage. Do you see it? These were not accidents. They were sacred tests, tuning your frequency to a higher vibration. They burned away illusions, purified your desires, and prepared you to attract not just any love, but your destined love, the one that carries covenant, legacy, and divine assignment. Gold is only proven in fire, and your heart is gold. What you endured has not weakened you. It has magnetized you. Every scar now emits a signal in the spirit realm, calling forth the one who has also been refined. The trials did not break you. They calibrated you. And now, you are aligned for the love that cannot miss you. There is a journey you must pass through before your divine union manifests. It is not a straight road, but a sacred passage through 4 portals, each one unlocking deeper layers of your destiny. These are not random stages, they are heavenly codes designed to strip, cleanse, and empower you. And though few will ever discern these mysteries, you are hearing them now because you are chosen. The first portal is fire. Fire consumes, fire purifies, fire reveals what cannot last. You have walked through this gate when every false love seemed to collapse around. You! Relationships that promised much but delivered little. Bonds that drained your spirit rather than feeding your soul. Attachments that kept you tied to cycles of pain. Understand this. Those endings were not failures. They were flames. Every severed tie was heaven's mercy, breaking karmic cords that would have kept you bound to what could never carry you forward. The fire gate burns illusions, removes counterfeit loves, and clears the stage for the covenant love destined for you. You may have cried in the ashes, but ashes are always the soil where new life grows. Passing through fire does not mean you are forsaken. It means you are being refined into gold, made ready to hold a love that is weighty, holy, eternal. After the flames comes the river, quiet, still, flowing, but unseen. The silent river is the portal where nothing seems to move, and yet everything inside you is being transformed. You know this stage. Seasons where heaven seemed silent, where prayers echoed without answer, where days turned into months of waiting. But this silence was not empty. It was water working in secret. It was the Spirit cleansing your wounds, healing scars, softening the hardened parts of your heart. In the silent river, you learn to trust timing instead of forcing outcomes. You learn that waiting is not wasting. You learn that healing takes layers, not moments. This stage births patience and resilience in you. The current may look still, but beneath, the waters were preparing to carry you toward your destiny. Then comes the breaking shell. This is the portal of cracking. When your old identity no longer fits, when your defenses collapse, and when your soul feels bare. It is painful because shells are comfortable. They protect, but they also restrict. The breaking shell shatters ego, pride, and control. It forces you to face fears of vulnerability, to admit you cannot do everything alone, to open yourself to be truly seen. Perhaps you have felt this. Walls falling down, emotions raw, old masks torn away. This was not weakness. It was rebirth. The shell had to break so that your true self could emerge, the self capable of divine intimacy. For love at this level demands vulnerability. You cannot attract a partner aligned in spirit while still hiding behind a shell. This stage teaches surrender. You learn to trust heaven's hand even when you feel exposed. You discover strength in openness, courage in authenticity. And through the cracks of the shell, your true light begins to shine. At last, after fire, river, and breaking, comes dawn. The radiant dawn is the portal of new beginnings, the stage where you rise from the shadows into light. This is when you feel the shift in your spirit, when hope returns not as desperation, but as assurance. You sense alignment in the air. You notice synchronicities, divine signs whispering, "It is near." You wake with expectation, not despair. The radiant dawn is the readiness that heaven requires before union can manifest. Here, your frequency shines like a beacon. You no longer chase love. Love is drawn to you. You no longer beg for connection. Connection flows naturally. You no longer cling to the past. You step boldly into destiny. The radiant dawn is not merely about meeting someone. It is about embodying the version of you that is prepared to carry covenant love. Your aura radiates peace. Your spirit carries authority. Your energy announces, "I am ready." These four portals are not punishments, but passages. The fire gate burned away the false. The silent river healed your wounds. The breaking shell revealed your true self. And now, the radiant dawn welcomes you into alignment with the one written in the scrolls of eternity. You have walked through gates of fire, rivers of silence, shells of breaking, and dawns of light. And now, your footsteps echo in the halls of destiny. The union ordained for you is closer than you have ever imagined. Love is not just emotion, it is frequency. Every divine union carries a vibrational signature, a resonance that only your spirit can recognize. That is why you could never settle for counterfeits. Their frequency never matched the codes written in your soul. Even now, you are being rewired. Downloads are coming into your spirit through dreams, sudden insights, and unexplainable urges to release old patterns. This is heaven updating your inner system, recalibrating your energy field so it harmonizes with the one appointed for you. At times, you may feel sudden waves of heat, tingling in your body, or bursts of deep knowing. These are not random sensations. They are divine codes being activated. Your DNA itself is being rewritten with the imprint of covenant. When two destined souls meet, their frequencies lock in like keys turning in a sacred lock. One resonates, the other responds. It is not force, it is alignment. And in this season, your frequency is rising, tuning itself to the precise vibration of your counterpart. Do not fear the shifts. They are not chaos, they are alignment. Each surge, each pull, each rewiring is heaven synchronizing your body, soul and spirit to magnetize the one who carries your matching code. You are not chasing love, you are becoming love's frequency. And soon, the one written for you will hear that vibration in the spirit and be irresistibly drawn to you. There comes a moment when the old you can no longer survive in the presence of your new destiny. That moment is the shattering. It feels violent, it feels sudden, and yet it is sacred. The false identities you carried, those masks you wore to be accepted, those patterns you clung to for safety, are breaking like glass under divine weight. You may feel fragments falling, friendships dissolving, habits collapsing, desires shifting. Do not mourn what is breaking. Glass shatters so that light can pour through. The lies you once believed about love, that you were unworthy, that you had to beg for it, that heartbreak defined you, are being crushed under the heel of truth. Every fragment of deception is falling into dust, and from that dust, heaven is breathing fire. Ashes are not your end. They are the soil of your rebirth. Just as a phoenix rises in flames, you are rising from the ruins of your old self, the insecurities that chained you, the cycles that imprisoned you, the identities that suffocated you. They are gone. And now, out of the ashes, fire burns brighter. You are not who you were. You are lighter, freer, bolder. You are the purified vessel, no longer bound to past illusions. The shattering was painful, but it was also prophetic. What broke was never you. It was the shell that could not carry the love written for you. Even in your darkest nights, when silence echoed louder than prayers, you were never abandoned. Though you felt alone, heaven was closer than your breath. Every tear that fell was caught, every sigh recorded, every ache cradled in unseen arms. What looked like emptiness was actually divine covering, a sanctuary in the storm. You wondered, why did love not arrive then? Why was my heart left waiting? Hear this truth. Heaven was shielding you. The delay was protection. The loneliness was not rejection. It was preservation. You were being hidden, kept under wings of safety until the right one could be released. Think of it as a fortress. The walls around you were not barriers, they were guardians. Every counterfeit was blocked, every harmful tie was denied, because your heart carried too much value to be wasted. And now, as the storm lifts, you will see why the covering was necessary. The one who is coming was worth the wait, worth the silence, worth the protection. Heaven was not ignoring you. It was guarding you, securing you, preparing you. You were always safe, always sheltered, always chosen. Hear this decree. You are rising as a magnet for true love, not by force, but by divine attraction. You do not have to chase what is already ordained. You do not have to beg for what heaven has already written in your name. The frequency within you has shifted. The light within you has intensified. You are no longer hidden. You are radiant. And that radiance is calling forth your destined one. What was once delayed is now released. I declare it with authority. The barriers that held your union back are broken. The seals that kept love waiting are shattered. The cords of stagnation are cut. Heaven has signed the release papers, and your love story is now in motion. Every step you take carries a new energy. You walk in the vibration of covenant. You breathe in the air of destiny. Even the unseen world recognizes it. Angels are aligning, and divine forces are orchestrating encounters in your favor. No longer will you dwell in the shadows of waiting. You are stepping into the sunlight of fulfillment. No longer will you question if love is meant for you. You are the chosen one, and your love is coming forth as prophecy fulfilled. Mark this day in your spirit, for this is the turning point. What was held back has been loosed. What was delayed has been accelerated. And what you thought was far away is suddenly near. Rise in boldness, for the covenant of true love is no longer a promise. It is becoming your reality. When your frequency shifts, the world cannot help but respond. Some will resist it. They will envy you, mock you, or try to diminish what they cannot comprehend. Do not be shaken. Their reaction is not proof of your weakness. It is proof of your glow. Light always exposes what hides in the dark, and not everyone can stand the brilliance of your rising dot. But others, others will sense it deeply. They will see the calm in your eyes, the authority in your voice, the peace in your spirit. They will not understand how, but they will know that something about you has changed. Some will honor it, respect it, and even be drawn closer to the light you now carry. This is the paradox of divine elevation. The same glow that provokes resistance also commands reverence. Your frequency will be undeniable. It will radiate through your words, your presence, even your silence. Those aligned with your destiny will be magnetized. Those misaligned will drift away. Do not fear the reactions. Both resistance and recognition are signs that heaven's hand is upon you. Your glow cannot be hidden, and your love story cannot be denied. Lift your eyes and see what lies beyond this moment. For glimpses of your future are already breaking through the veil. Doors that were once locked will open effortlessly before you. Opportunities, connections, and pathways that were hidden will suddenly be revealed. Because your union is not simply about companionship. It is about destiny. This love story will not be ordinary. It will be a legacy, a covenant designed to echo through generations. Your children, your lineage, your bloodline will carry the fruit of this union. What you and your destined one build together will become a fortress of blessing, a testimony that heaven writes better stories than man could ever imagine. Generational curses will crumble under the weight of your love. Cycles of pain, patterns of brokenness, histories of heartbreak will end with you. In their place will rise generational blessings, streams of favor flowing into those who come after you. Hear this prophecy. Your union is not for survival, but for dominion. You were not called merely to find comfort. You were called to establish covenant. You were not chosen just to be happy. You were chosen to be a demonstration of heaven's power on earth. Your love will be more than romance. It will be prophecy. Fulfilled. Now, hear this final decree and let it echo through every dimension of your being. You are unshakable. You are unstoppable. You are unbreakable. From this day forward, your love story cannot be delayed. Every force that once stood in your way has been dismantled. Every barrier that blocked your path has been torn down. Every shadow that sought to hide your destiny has been scattered by light. I release now the codes of sealing over your life. These are not words of man. These are heavenly decrees. The seal of alignment rests upon you, ensuring that your steps and your counterpart's steps converge at the appointed place. The seal of covenant binds you to the divine promise that cannot fail. The seal of acceleration quickens the timeline, removing unnecessary delay. And the seal of protection shields your union from sabotage, envy, or harm. Lift your spirit and receive this. The scroll of your love story is open, and the ink of heaven has marked it fulfilled. What was hidden is now revealed. What was waiting is now released. What was impossible is now commanded into reality. You are stepping into the hour of manifestation. The divine orchestration is complete. The release is official, and no power, on earth, in the heavens, or beneath, can rewrite what heaven has sealed. So walk boldly, chosen one. From this day, your love is no longer prophecy waiting to happen. It is prophecy becoming flesh, breath, and reality. Chosen one. This moment is not casual. It is covenant. What you do now determines how heaven responds tomorrow. To seal this prophecy, you must take action in the natural as a sign of your agreement in the spirit. Write these words in the comments. I seal my prophecy. As you type them, it becomes more than text. It becomes a spiritual signature, a declaration that you accept what heaven has spoken over your life. Then, subscribe, not as routine, but as ritual. Your subscription is not just to a channel, it is to alignment, to frequency, to covenant. It is your way of stepping into the flow of divine timing. And as you like this message, know this: you are releasing agreement into the atmosphere. Your click becomes a prophetic stamp, echoing in unseen realms that you have said yes. Your action is your covenant with destiny. What you agree with today, heaven establishes tomorrow. Do not let this moment pass unsealed. Mark it, claim it, decree it. For your true love is not only coming, it is already on its way. Seal it now and watch prophecy become reality.